whenever you're set, we are ready.
Hi, my name's Adam McFarlin. I own Kalamazoo Candle Company, and we will be 5 years old in about a month. So
Yeah!
I'm told that's a milestone to cross as a small business owner. So,
It is.
About me, I never dreamed of owning a candle company. I grew up in Texas for the most part, but I came to Kalamazoo to study at Western Michigan University. I got my master's in music performance, so obviously. During my master's, though, I decided that I really wanted to work in the nonprofit world after an internship at the Arts Council in town. So I spent my short career actually doing mostly fundraising for nonprofit organizations in town. And then also working at one place at the Kalamazoo Public Library, which is a really amazing free resource center for nonprofits in Kalamazoo. And it was during my time at one place that I had an opportunity to start a business. And the person I was going to go in business with had a little bit more money than I did. And so I thought, well, maybe I can raise some money this holiday season making something with my hands and kind of going from there and raise some capital to do this other thing. And that's where Kalamazoo Candle Company came from. It was this random idea after I searched the web and went through a few hundred ideas of things you can make and sell for extra money. But with that perfection, I went to the store, I bought some supplies, came home, made some really awful candles, but I kind of stuck with it. And with the music degree, you kind of have to fall in love with the process of getting better, because 99% of the work musicians do is in a practice room by themselves. You only see the 1% when it's all ready and perfect and shiny for the audience. So I fell in love with the process of just making these candles better, and I gave them to friends. These were the first candles I made. Funny enough, I was actually just renting a bedroom in a guy's house when I started, so these were made in that bedroom. Thank you. Bootstrapping, I think is what that's called. And so this was the first one I actually ever made. It was Pumpkin Patch. It's still in existence. We still make Pumpkin Patch, but this was the original one. The first production batch. These actually went to Handmade Kalamazoo, which was our first wholesale customer. Unlike a lot of other candle makers, I didn't go to craft shows, I didn't go to farmers markets right off the bat. I went straight wholesale because I figured, hey, these people already have an audience. Why invest in marketing if this is just a thing to raise money for something else? So my first year, I had 5 wholesale customers just in Kalamazoo. Started in the bedroom. Even the packaging came from walking up and down the mall. I was torn between craft labels versus just a white label on our stuff. This is the original look of our tins. This is me trying to be creative. So I walked up and down the mall with craft label, white label, and asked just random people which one they liked better. So we landed on the craft labels. So I did a little focus group without knowing that's what I was doing. We got our first wholesale customer. And we were asked to what problem did we solve with our company? And I'll say, I'm happy to say that there now exists a scented candle company, because before us, there were really nobody out there doing it. That's a joke. There are thousands of candle companies. The US market alone is $3.5 billion a year. So to get at just 1%, you have to be a $35 million a year company. So we're nowhere close to that, but maybe someday. So what really is our advantage in the marketplace is we are as natural as you can really get using fragrance oils. We remove a lot of the caustic chemicals. We follow Proposition 65 in California. We follow the European Union guidelines on chemicals not to include in products. And we don't really have to do that. We actually go so far, we don't even really advertise it, but all of our candles are vegan, whatever that's worth to the people. But really for me, what matters most is a candle that works really well, because that's what most people care about. So our candles are scented in a way that they don't overpower a room, but they fill a room. They last a really long time. Like this little tin here lasts 35 to 50 hours. National candle maker, this would last somewhere between 15 and 20 hours. Just the way and the detail we go about doing it, we could make it burn faster, so you'd have to buy more and more often, but we'd rather you have a really great experience with our product and represent the town that we represent with our candles all over the country of Kalamazoo, which is important to us because of all, my background in nonprofit work kind of goes through the business itself, and we want to be a really good community partner. So this is my photo versus an actual photographer, by the way, also. So hire photography people if you're not good at it. So part of our growth is, wholesale for the most part, and we also have our brand new retail store, which is really what we want to try to get the word out about. This is our very first production space, about 350 square feet in the Park Trade Center in downtown Kalamazoo. This got us to 18 wholesale customers. This was about 700 square feet. This one got us to, I want to say 72 wholesale customers. This one was our last space we just moved away from. This was 1,700 square feet, which got us to 135 wholesale customers at the end of last year. And this is where we're at now, off Springle Road. You can't really see it, there's more space behind there, and there's offices up here now. We're currently at about 300 wholesale customers in 17 states. And then we just opened the Kalamazoo Candle Company Marketplace in downtown Kalamazoo. And with all this space also comes employees. I've doubled our staff in the past 2 months. So we now have enough employees to form a corporate softball team.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.